And that is why Wales lead the way with 20 points, but France know that they can pip them to the championship with a bonus point win and 21 points margin of difference in that victory. 5 changes, as I say. Jelange in for Cretin in the back row, Rebage and Leroux in for Willemse, and Theo Fifanoa in the second row. The front row unchanged by Marchand and Hawass, who, remember, was sent off against Scotland in the Six Nations last year. And there in the back line, Vincent in for Ficou, who moves to the wing. Teddy Thomas drops out of the starting 15 to the bench, and Ntamak in for Jalabert in the starting 10 shirt. Jalabert with a HIA last week, not able to take his place. And here's the Scottish side. Matt Fagerson had to come out of the number 8 shirt, injured in training during the week, so Nick Haining goes in there. Turner for Cherry at hooker is the other change in the pack. And then in the back line, it is Ali Price in for Steele at scrum half, and Finn Russell in for Stuart Hogg, who of course moves to full back, and there is no Sean Maitland. So that's the Scottish side, and then the replacements, and they will be called on and they will have an impact, have no doubt about that. And again, you look at that replacements bench and you think that France might just have that depth. And Wayne Barnes, Matthew Carley, Andrea Piardi of Italy, and Tom Foley is the television match official.
Charles, wait, time you run, please, Scotland. Okay, watch on.
So then, buckle up. We are set to go at the start of the final game in the Guinness Six Nations for 2021. We've had a roller coaster ride through the tournament so far. Here's hoping for an absolute cracker at the Stade on this final Friday evening of the competition. And it's France playing in the white shirts this evening who get the ball, and Dupont and the clearing kick, and will that one flying touch skip off the surface but into the arms of Stuart Hogg to start, and then it's run back by Nick Haining. Ali Price in at scrum half this evening, and Hamish Watson, he's been terrific in all of Scotland's games. Stopped in his tracks there though, and Sean Edwards' effect in the French defence will no doubt be felt by Scotland. That's a good kick though in behind, really good kick, and it sets the French back. Well, they take it quickly. Scotland not up to protect possession and stopping France from taking the quick one. Executed so well to get there, but then just took their eye off the ball for a moment, allowing France a quick throw in, and it's they who control the ball again. Dupont will no doubt dispatch this one towards the sideline. A sign early for what Scotland might expect to do, ping the corners and try and force France back into their own territory. Here's Stuart Hogg. Terrific run from Hogg. He's put to ground, and Scotland arrive in numbers. It's there for Ali Price, and it's Scotland who are settling into the rhythm of the game after 90 seconds nicely indeed. Price will dig it out, and then Finn Russell, who knows so much about all these French players, playing his club rugby of course at Racing, taken up by Sutherland, and it's there for Ali Price. Had a little look down the narrower side, went for his out half instead. That ball went backwards. It's still there for Scotland. Up comes Ficou to make the tackle, and France force Scotland all the way back and then concede the penalty, and that's a good defensive set. Again, it's to the front, and it's to Gilchrist. And Turner has it at the back, and that's better organisation from Scotland, and they're marching towards the French line. Ali Price encourages them on. Turner a metre short. Hamish Watson, they try to shove him over, and he's just repelled at the final moment. Still they go. Wayne Barnes has a close look, and Barnes awards the try. Scotland have done it.
Just got driven.
Is it Van der Merwe who came in?
Didn't go again. Not a problem. No, not a problem for me.
Scotland have scored the try. Well, oh well. France, I don't think, believed that was part of the script, and now the mountain just got a little bit steeper.
Absolutely. And well done, that Scottish pack. But you have to say, I want to ask the question, what is the French pack doing? Because it is teeming down with rain, and they're leaving the front ball option. George Turner, young hooker, under pressure. You would think compete, contest. If you leave the front, you have to smash it. Bury the touch and the line out into the stand. in the first row, but they've let them set up, they've let them get going. Scotland given the chance to build that maul, get go forward, and ultimately what a wonderful start in the game for Scotland. Duhan van der Merwe burying over.
And Finn Russell adds the extra 2. And Scotland lead it by 7 points to 3. Just on that replay, look at the movement. Van der Merwe's put to ground there. And then gets over. Is that a reach out or is that a second move? Well, the television match official is Tom Foley, and he and Wayne Barnes have decided that's legitimate.
And Wayne Barnes was 3.
Pops it off. Scotland do have the ball. Maybe a final throw of the dice for Scotland. Can they win this game?
Too long now.
14 against 14. Antonio just lies on the player. Hastings, little dink over the top, chases it himself. The ball bounces France's way. Teddy Thomas controls it with the foot. Has time. Little look up to see what's on. Scotland have kicked possession away. There are only 40 seconds left, but they're going to get another go. And that penalty is going to give them territory.
Over the ball, isolated. Corner.
You knew there was going to be another chapter in this one.
Just 1 second, let's make sure your man's okay. Watch his stop.
Big moments for big players.
Okay,
again, Jamie Ritchie, a man that we haven't spoken about that much in this tournament. Sensational over the past 12 months, and he has grafted all evening tonight, bailing his team out. Scramble defence again. His effort has been superb, and he gives Scotland, look, with his 1 shot left, this is the last shot for Scotland to get down the other end of the field and take something out of this game. But what a turnover to give his side a sniff of something at the end of this match.
How is he, Doc? Is he all right? Yeah, he's okay. Okay.
Well, it's been
17 seconds to go, Tom.
truly entertaining, enthralling, engaging finish in particular over the last 2 weekends to this Six Nations of 2021. Games between Ireland and England last week, Wales and France last week, and then again, different type of game altogether tonight between Scotland and France, but right down to the wire, and it's had everything. It's had tries and cards and moments of brilliance and moments of absolute madness. And is there one last play?
Avec 17, s'il vous plaît. Thank you.
Cherry and Scotland. This is it. This is the game right here. Gilchrist. The maul is set, but it has no forward momentum. So Ali Price will break away. Richie Fagerson. It's a decent charge from Fagerson. And Scotland are carrying with purpose. They need to be accurate. They need to be patient. Rebaj gets out of there. Needed to. Penalty would have come otherwise. Price can see the ball. Do they continue down the narrow side? They do. Hamish Watson tries to squirt his way out of that tackle. And France have it. France have it. And that is surely that. Oh, it's never surely that. It's another penalty. And it's another opportunity for Scotland.
Brice Dulin, who had the time to kick the ball out, made the decision not to. But his supporting clearers have gone off their feet, which gives Stuart Hogg another opportunity to nudge this ball into touch, and Grant Gilchrist another chance to drive Scotland over the line.
What's the timing on there? Yeah, it's been fine so far, Ali. I'm watching, it's really good.
You simply could not make this up. Scotland still have an opportunity to do it. Cherry at the back. France hold them up. And again, they're warned to get back. This time they do. Into contact once more. Ali Price has a little look both sides. Call comes and Hamish Watson is the one. That could have been called high, but it's still there for Scotland. Wilson was the one to carry. Now it's Kebbel, and he pumps the legs. And they're only 5 meters away now, Scotland. Van der Merwe, no one outside him, has to go to ground. Ritchie. Cherry does the clean-out work. Price to Fagerson, who comes back inside once more. Cavalry arrives to protect the ball. Hastings almost away. Needs support, has support. Price. Cherry. On they come. It's been gritty, it's been determined. And they still have the opportunity to do what few believed they could. 3 points down. Dying embers of the game. Have they got that moment of magic? Phase after phase, and France somehow continue to hold firm. Kebbel goes to ground. Players are out on their feet. Scotland need one more moment of magic. Ryan Wilson. France have players over the ball, but they're off their feet. Price screams at Cherry to get there and then goes the other way. Hogg, no room, but still finds a way to 3 meters short. Price. Craig. Price once more. Guts, effort, almost. Watson, Cherry. France keep making the tackles. Gilchrist just repels. What an effort. 18 phases. It's a game you just don't want to end. Scotland continue. They're a meter short now. Price. Hastings. They're going to do it, are they? Van der Merwe. Yes! What a game. What a finish. And what a moment for Scotland. At the beginning, they did what they hadn't done for so many years by going and winning at Twickenham. And now, to finish it up, they've come and won in Paris for the first time in the Six Nations, the first time since 1999. And you can't but say that was fantastic.
Absolutely fantastic, and a piece of history. For the first time in the Six Nations in my lifetime that I can remember, Scotland have won twice away from home against the two big dogs, against England and France. And what a way to do it, an emphatic win at the end of the game. And the guts, the absolute determination, you can see on Stuart Hogg's face how much it means. And I'm right there with him, because it hasn't happened in the time that I was a professional rugby player. I have played this game, this fixture, so many times and come away with a hiding. And look, the grit, the determination, the organisation to stay in, put France under pressure, ask questions again and again, and batter away. What a finish to this game.
And every single one of the 14 that are out there still contributed to that final try. And Hastings will look to add the final two. And this one creeps home. It does indeed. 3 tries apiece on the night, but the spoils go to Scotland, and they celebrate like they've won the championship. But of course, that championship has gone to Wales. Wales are the Guinness Six Nations champions for 2021. Scotland finished with a flourish, and for France, what might have been the final score of the Stade, France 23, Scotland 27.